But yeah, guys, exciting stuff coming. This update is amazing. I have a lot of great things to say about it. I'm not too thrilled with the cameo system. I don't believe in the cameo system. And even though I don't even like it in 1v1, I think it's bearable in 1v1. In a 3v1, I don't know. I don't think it works. I think the ally system of the original MKX mobile, was a much better system than what they're shaping the cameo system to be. Because who wants to level up cameos? Like, who wants to Fusion X cameos all over again? And it's every gold and diamond in the game. I don't really like the system. Like, it's one thing if you had to get the character once to get all of the cameos, which is basically every diamond and every gold in the game. Okay. But to have to basically start over for the cameo side of the game, it's like, I don't know. And I think it's too much. It has too much of an effect on the gameplay. So we've got a lot to talk about. So much needs to be discussed, but what is up, guys? It is your boy, MaineMania, and welcome back to another episode of MK Mobile. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Halloween update. We're at the top of both the Nightmare Tower and the Tower of Horror. So today we're gonna have two boss fights. Hopefully we'll walk away with something and we'll walk away empty-handed, but that just may be wishful thinking. But ladies and gentlemen, this update is here and it has made the crypt a miserable experience, and the cameo system is a shit show. You know, the cameo system is an absolute shit show. It has made this game very, very unfun. You know, unfun to play, unfun to deal with, and it's kind of something that we're stuck with right now. You know what I mean? It's something we unfortunately have to deal with. I pretty much don't use the cameos for the most part, and I'm probably not going to. But at the same time, I am trying to level them up in the meantime because it is something we need to do. So the name of the game here is... All right, quick restart there. I wanted to start the match with Raiden, and I tried to see if I can hurry up and change it so that she can get snared before I tag out. And she's still... Okay, there goes the snare, finally. All right, now we'll go ahead and see what we can do. I haven't played any of the new characters yet. Oh God. Sindel, please. See, this is why I don't trust her. We're not gonna get a combo ender soak. We're just gonna go straight for the soaked. Let's see if we can get this team soaked. Didn't get it on the combo ender. We'll go for it here. We need to tag out. Boom. We'll do that. They're all gonna res. Fun, y'all. Fun, right? And he just took away my ability to use my special. Soaked is gonna wear off. We'll tag out. Here. And he took my ability away. Alright, we gotta protect Classic Rain here. Alright, we gotta really protect him here because this is bad. Did he already res? Guys, I'm not paying attention. You know what? I should have put Shintai of Malice on Classic Rain because I don't like people resing. I'm gonna do this. I want to get rid of some of these debuffs. And then we'll tag out. Can we get a combo under? Nope. I'll try one more. Didn't. Okay, we did get that. So we'll try to do this now. Tagging into Liu Kang would be a little bit risky. Whoops. Everybody's dead. It's these resurrections, man. These resurrections are gonna kill me. I just lost audio. Tag out, please. All right, you should be dead now. Guys, bear with me. Oh my God. I was trying to fix the audio. Well, there goes the battle. Kind of got ruined by my capture card glitching out, but it's all good. We still got another boss fight to go, so let's go ahead and work our way through this, guys. Cross your fingers for your boy. Well, I kind of figured that was going to happen, so it is what it is. Let's move on over to the Nightmare Tower. All right, so did I build a Nightmare team? Guys, I'm just like, whatever at this point. The frustrations from the Kameo system and the crypt runs has just been like, it checks you out. It really checks you out. I have to be honest, man. I feel like I'm so checked out here. All right, can any of them resurrect? Nope, but they got plenty of shields. All right, they're all running the same equipment. Let's just take a quick look at the, all right, so they can resurrect. So what we do need to do, we put the Shintai. All right, so this is the tower that I updated the equipment with, but I didn't do it with the other. All right, so that's good to know. We need to make sure that we don't give them those free resurrections. We'll start off with Raiden so we can snare Freddy, and then we'll try to get the team soaked with classic Rain and play strategically. All right, so let's get things going. We're just looking for the snare. Once we get the snare, we're gone. And there it is. All right. No combo ender. So we'll go ahead and apply the first soaked. We'll go for the combo ender one there. Didn't get it, but we got a second chance. Now we'll go ahead and do this. Raiden's gonna come in with the SP2 if we can get it here. Got it. Death Mark's gonna wear off though. Just wore off. Yep, Death Mark wore off. All right, well, it is what it is. We're gonna re-soak here. Re-soak and re-Death Mark. We can't let Homeboy linger for too long because Death Mark does not have the longest duration. You know what I'm saying? We probably could have got this kill without that. Hopefully Freddy comes in. But we did get the team Death Mark. It's worth going for one. He doesn't dodge it, we'll get the kill. Are you serious, guys? I want to slow motion that because I think I beat that Death Mark timer right there. I think I beat that timer, y'all. I don't know. I think I beat that timer though. I'm gonna be real. They definitely cheated your boy right there. It is what it is. This match should have been over 20 seconds ago. I'm annoyed about that. I think they definitely just cheated your boy. Oh my god. I'm like looking at the timer like, you got plenty of time. Then I'm like, wait, what? How did that not be the end of it? We're gonna finish off in style. They cheated your boy. Cheated your boy. Now you gotta get the fatality finish. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta get the fatality finish because y'all cheated your boy. All right. We want Stormweaver and a diamond that we need. Nightmare Tower. Who did they update the Nightmare Tower with? I forget. MK1 Kenshi? MK1 Scorpion? Shang? I think it's MK1 Kenshi, right? Who did they update the Nightmare Tower with? Guys, you see how checked out I am? Do you see how much the cameos have checked me out of this game? Cross your fingers for your boy. Take the 20 crystals. We want that Stormweaver though. That Stormweaver though. Oh my god. Demon Bat. This trash ass piece. Oh, come on. Come on. Ah. I really want to max Stormweaver before this tower ends, man. Oh yeah, I can only get a sell back. They added Joker to the Nightmare characters, so I can only get a sell back from this, so that's not going to do me any good. And don't you just love that Dragon Crystal cap? Guys, I'm telling you, all I got to do is change this one thing with the Dragon Crystal caps, right? I just beat a tower 200, and I just got a sell back as my reward. I personally feel like if you are rewarded a diamond from a boss fight, that means you earn it, the cap should not apply. And you see how I just beat the boss fight and I got the 20 dragon crystals as a reward. Same to the sellbacks that are rewards, not purchased sellbacks, not sellbacks from the store, sellbacks that are rewarded through boss fights and from battles. I feel like if it's rewarded to you, you should still get these dragon crystals. This is what I'm talking about right here, specifically this. They make that one change to the dragon crystal system. I think that's a great quality of life change. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But yeah, I don't know if there's much to be said that hasn't already been said about this update. It's kind of like they take one step forward, two steps back, you know? The KAMEO system's just not good. You know, it's just not good. It's not a good system. The game in itself was looking very positive, like a nice directional change. But the KAMEO system is not, it's not a good direction. I played a battle. I don't know if I can even simulate it here, but I'll give it a quick shot. I played a battle with, right? So I played this team. I'm just casually playing this team in the crypt. And between my team and the other team, I just want to show you guys how annoying this is, right? Like, I want you guys to tell me, where is this a good direction for the game? Please explain to me where this is a good direction for the game. Look at this. Look how many people are going to keep on running into the middle of your stinking match. What part of this is going to feel like skill? What part of, look at this. Like, guys, tell me what part of this looks fun to you, right? You just trying to play one stinking match. Here comes Nightwolf and his nonsense. Then Aaron, then your KAMEO, then I was so annoyed by that fight. So annoyed. I'm just kind of like, at what point? Like, what point did they think that was going to be good gameplay or fun gameplay? You know, and that's just like a very small example. But there's other pieces like Movie Set Star, and there's pieces that basically also have run-in and tag-in type of attacks. It's going to be out of control. I feel like they really didn't think the system through. The ally system was one thing, right? Then they got the counter on the SP2. So you can try to do an SP2 on somebody. The other team's not using a KAMEO, so it's hard to showcase how insane it can look with all of the different run-in attacks, because they don't have a KAMEO, whereas I do. But congratulations, I just got a free X-ray against the enemy team. Think about when that happens to you in a boss fight, right? Your last character alive, you're trying to do a run, you're playing with silvers, you're playing with golds, whatever. And now you just ate a free X-ray, and look at how many times these people keep stinking running into the middle of my stinking match, and I can't do shit because every single 7 or 8 seconds, somebody's into the damn match. And obviously it's because that's their passive, but nonetheless, what I'm trying to show is how annoying and frustrating this kind of thing can be. Look, someone else is in the match already again. Like, it's not good gameplay, if you ask me. I'm like intentionally trying not to attack just to kind of show you. I want my KAMEO to see. I want to see if my KAMEO will actually finish the job though, right? But I don't understand where they thought this was like good or engaging gameplay. You know, I tried to give it to Shang and he just didn't tag in. I pressed it like 3 times. Oh, good. He can res. Are you going to do it or not? There you go. All right, Shang, finish the battle since I'm not playing the game. Anyways, I don't think it's good gameplay. I don't think it adds to the experience. I think it takes away. I think it dumbs things down. And I hope and pray they scrap the system. They won't. They won't. They never do. When the devs of MK Mobile make up their minds about something, they keep it. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever they make up their minds about adding something to the game, even if it's frustrating for players, they never peel back. And I think that is a tragic flaw of their developmental process, right? They don't have people in place that have any power that can put the stop on things, and they don't have right. And let's talk about this. They have this Realm Warriors program where they have some established veterans of the game, you know, that have been playing for a while, that are knowledgeable on the game. And I feel like they're not listening to their input, and they're not giving them the ability to play test things before they go live. And this is an important thing that I feel would add to the game dramatically, right? If you can give your top, you know, veteran type of players, this small group of creators, and not even just, you know, for whatever it is, but if you can even just give them a build of the game to play test things for you and to mull over ideas you have of things that could bring in the game. They're not going to all have the best ideas, you know, like there's some of them that I think have terrible ideas that are based on just them being a whale and everybody else not being one. So, you know, like they're not going to all have the best ideas, but you bring enough people in that represent different viewpoints and you may get a nice consensus of something that's balanced for the overall player base, right? You got to balance things for the overall player base. You can't balance things for beginner players because then it won't be fun for veterans. You can't balance things for whales because why are you balancing things for pay to win players that are possibly 5 to 10% of the playing population? No one will compete with that because their wallets can't keep up. Or maybe they choose not to burn their life savings into a mobile game. So you can't balance for the whales. You can't balance for the veterans because then newer players are going to feel disadvantaged and are going to be at an incredible disadvantage and not be able to keep up. You got to balance for the overall player base. You just got to balance for everybody. You got to think about how it affects every type of player and try to come up with the line in the sand as to this is what makes the most sense. So I just feel like in the end, obviously changes have to be made, but in the end, their development process has to change. The Mortal Kombat Mobile development process has to change. There needs to be a test build of future updates that a limited and select few of players are able to test out, identify bugs, identify glitches, identify unintentional reworks, unintentional bugs that are introduced in the game by the next patch that's upcoming. I do understand that may require potentially only giving them access to, you know, specific builds of the game, but that's fine. That's fine, right? If you can copycat their collection into a dummy account that tests a new build and they can give you some useful feedback, that would be great, because I would pray that none of them would have supported this cameo system, making this game so unfun and unskilled. Having characters run in and counter your SP2s for free, having characters run in and x-ray you or fatal blow you, it's just not a good design. The ally system was different, right? The ally system was just us. The computer didn't get to do that. The AI did not get to just throw a free fatal blow or x-ray your way. The ally system, at least you got to quote unquote make friends with other people in the community. The OG ally system that was in the game in the first build of MKX Mobile. At least the ally system allowed you to, you know, make friends and then use that person's fatal blow / x-ray to, you know, aid you in the battle. Cool. But this, I feel like people don't even like the cameo system in MK1. So if people don't even like the cameo system in MK1, why would you bring it to MK Mobile? Who did you ask? Did you do a poll? Did you ask players, is this something you would like added to the game? Because the fact that it changes every core mechanic of the game, the fact that it changes just about every battle going forwards, the next event tower is probably going to be full of cameos. It is such a grim picture for what gameplay is going to be like going forwards. I've heard veterans saying they're going to quit if it's not removed, and it's not going to be removed. They're not going to remove it. What they're going to do is they're going to put a band-aid over it and say, deal with it. I'm going to show you guys something really quickly, right? Two things I want to touch on before I leave. I'm going to show you guys something really quickly, and I don't think it's good design, but let me show you guys something really quickly, right? We talked about this before, the Fusion Up system, right? Talked about this system where, you know, it can cost 5 Fusion Up cards, you know, just to move from Fusion 3 to Fusion 4 or Fusion 5 to Fusion 6. I can't even read this chart anymore because this shit is so weird now. So 5 cards to move from Fusion 5 to 6 or something like that. Either stinking way, right? Either stinking way, guys. I talked about these numbers being ridiculous. Why is it taking 5 cards to move up 1 level? Why is it taking 9 cards, 12, 15 Fusion Up cards to move from Fusion 9 to Fusion X? This is just a stupid system, the way these numbers are built out, right? This is how MK Mobile fixes things. They don't. They don't. They put a band-aid over it and try to make sense out of nonsense. Let me show you why. Where they could have fixed this and said, okay, to move up between Fusion, you know, 3 to 5, it'll take 1 Fusion Up card. 5 to 7, it'll take 3. 8 to 10, it'll take 5. Let's say, where they could have made reasonable numbers that are easy to remember for the player base, easy to digest and remember. You know what they did? They kept these stupid numbers the same. 12 cards for 1 level, 15 cards for 1 level, 9 cards for 1 level. Mind you, each of these cards cost 150 dragon crystals. So their band-aid fix, the way this is how they develop things, and this is how they fix their mistakes. Instead, they flood the game with them. They flood the game with these cards as rewards so that, oh, you can't complain that the numbers are so high because now you're getting these, you know, these cards from, you know, as rewards in the pools, and you're getting them as rewards from crypt boss fights and things of that nature. So instead of making these cards rare and valuable, they flood the game with them so you can't complain that you need 15 of them to move from Fusion 9 to Fusion X. It's just not a good design. It's not good mechanic. But that's their development process. Instead of fixing the core fundamentals that are wrong, they just put a band-aid over it that makes it look like this is how the system was designed to be from the beginning. Same with dragon crystals, right? Dragon crystals were supposed to be a rare way to get guaranteed diamonds, and that was your way to build your collection on a guaranteed basis, guys. And what did they do, guys? What did they do? They gave us these new summon packs, right? I don't even know how to find them. They gave us these new freaking summon packs, right? And you have to use your dragon crystals for them. So they flood the game with dragon crystals, which are still capped at 45 a day, right? I'm not against a cap existing. I'm against what types of crystals go towards the cap. But everything in this store, you got to spend dragon crystals on. And there's still a cap. Everything in here, you got to spend dragon crystals on, but there's still a cap. So where dragon crystals supposed to be a rare way to guarantee build your collection and add things to your collection that you couldn't do, everything, all the summon packs, you got to burn dragon crystals. If you don't need any of these, you can't even do these summon pack challenges. Because you're not wasting dragon crystals for golds. Gold sellbacks that are capped. You're not wasting dragon crystals for MK11 Scorpion if you haven't maxed out, and that's the top rewarded prize. They're flooding the game with it. Flooding the game with these things so that it doesn't seem like a big deal that they just simply didn't get the numbers right. All they have to do is get the numbers right. Reduce the number of dragon crystals for X, Y, and Z, keep them rare, keep them a prized currency instead of turning them into souls, where no matter how much souls you have, you ain't gonna have nothing to spend it on of value to you. You're turning it into the new souls already. It's not good. It's not good. The last thing I'll touch on, because it's the number one thing that I wanted, from the Tower of Horror coming back, is Living Dead. I think resurrections in this game have to be tweaked. First things first, for those of you guys who aren't familiar, Jason Voorhees is the OG original character that had the resurrected Undertaker sit up, stand up animation. The lightning, the animation, the theatrics, that was a Jason Voorhees thing, and I think that should stay and remain a Jason only resurrection thing. I don't care if other characters resurrects in different ways, but I think that was a nice touch to Jason's character. I'm firmly against that. And seeing some of these animations, run-in animations for cameos for different characters, it does not fit their characters at all. I saw Shao Kahn do like a rolling ball to come in and intercept with an SP2 or something like that. And I was like, Shao Kahn would never do that. It looked so stupid. And that goofy ass run and then stand in the background and that goofy ass run in, it just doesn't fit the characters. It makes them look so freaking stupid. It just takes away from the game in so many other aspects. But the last thing I'll say is Living Dead was a very unique piece. It was the first original resurrection piece in the game. It was, the strongest resurrection piece in the game. They slightly buffed it, but in another sense, they kind of nerfed it. Living Dead, when you died, you didn't do a death animation. You got a resurrection shield, basically an invulnerability shield. I think they just needed to change the color of that shield, but I appreciated that, you didn't go down, you didn't do the sit up, you didn't waste all that time with that animation. You got straight into your shield, straight into the, bar of power game, and then straight into your invulnerability shield to make something happen before you can tag out, right? I appreciated that mechanic. It was different. Every resurrection piece does not need to have the same animation. Let that be a Jason thing. Let that stay a Jason thing, right? Jax's last puff, he kind of has a small little twist to his resurrection when he gets up with the last puff. I think that's okay for unique characters to have unique animations for different things, but I would appreciate if Rockin' Token had its own resurrection animation, right? I would appreciate if Living Dead went back to its own resurrection animation, right? Last Shot has its invulnerability on death, right? Adenian Bracelets gives Jade her bow staff tag out, right? I like that. Let characters have these unique animations that's like just for that one character. I think Jason needs to get his resurrection back. And I just think that each of the resurrection pieces that do exist need to have their own flair. I think Living Dead's flair was perfectly fine before. Perfectly fine before. I don't mind the changes to the card. What I mind is the sit down, Undertaker, get up, AKA Jason, resurrect animation. It takes away from it. Most people can probably say it's not a big deal. When you're OG in the game, you tend to appreciate little things that made things unique. And I feel like they're watering down everything by giving everyone something else that someone else has. You know what I'm saying? Like, special dodging pieces is one of those things, right? That was an Assassin Jade thing. That was an Assassin Jade thing. Then they made the Varan jacket. Okay, it's just one piece, not a big deal. What happens after Varan jacket? Craftsman's Pride, Dark Mantle, Infernal Chains, Sub-Zero's new friendship piece. Like everybody has the ability to dodge specials now. It's taking skill away from the game. all these random chances to even get your special. And now if you want to do a special too, God forbid the AI not dodge your SP2 with a cameo, because I can promise you right now, I was doing a crypt run and I tried to do a special 2 4 times in a row and it got dodged every single time. And I'm just like, wow, is this what the game has become? Is this what the game has become? Your specials are gonna either get dodged by the freaking 17 different special dodging pieces in the game, or it's gonna get dodged by a cameo. So special 2s are dead now. How is that a good direction for the game? Listen, guys, I talked about a lot. I don't want to go on too much longer, but this has been a very frustrating update. And I don't know if I'm the only one, right? I don't know if I'm the only one. Talk to me in the comment section below. Share your gripes. I don't know how. I don't know how the devs thought this was a good direction for the game. Like, nobody even likes cameos in MK1 and they work differently. So I don't know why the devs thought giving somebody free X-rays multiple times per match, free special 2 dodging for pressing block, and free special 1s with effects on them throughout the match was going to enhance gameplay instead of frustrating the player base and taking away pretty much any and all levels of skill in this game. I don't know where their thought process was, but I find it baffling. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, as always, leave a like. Let's talk about this in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time with MaineMania.